You're watching Sportsfinal.
Well, tip-top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sportsfinal, where for the first time since late August, I have no high school football highlights to share with you. All that playoff fun takes place on the Saturday docket, previews of all of it forthcoming. So let's start on the hardwoods tonight with the first game of the Brad Hoyt era at John Wood, at least round 2 tonight. Taking on Hannibal LaGrange's JV, Mr. Hoyt's team in seek and destroy mode tonight. Reagan Bringer creating and finding the nice kick-out pass right here to Jamal Wolf, who knocks that down right there from the baseline for the easy bucket. Here off the inbounds pass, it is Bringer hitting Darius Porter, who battles his way in for the tough 2 right there. More to come this time defensively. The great steal by Mr. Wolf right here. Fear the Wolf, he will find Darius Porter at the other end. The bucket, the Band-Aid, and the three-point play for him. Antonio Landers making his presence felt as well as everybody pretty much got into the act. A very balanced effort tonight from the Trailblazers as they win and win big over HLGU's JV. 89-41 is your final. A couple of other women's scores to pass along tonight. We've got Culver Stockton improving to 3-0 on the season, beating nationally ranked Sterling tonight, 64-50. Nice to see the Lady Wildcats off to a roaring start. And Southeastern Jerry Jerome's team, Southeastern Community College, knocks off Blackhawk East tonight, 77-54. Azaria Washington out of Cardinal Ritter with 24 points there. Quincy University soccer team, a nice upset tonight win in penalty kicks as the Lady Hawks take out Northern Kentucky 5-3 in PKs to advance to the championship game of the GLVC tournament. More soccer for you now. Hannibal trying to keep its season alive, hosting the district final tonight against Moberly. Eric Hill's team gave up an early goal right here about 21 minutes in on the quick kick off the penalty restart. Fooled everybody as the Pirates were caught napping. You know what? Jacob McLaren would not be caught napping yet again. He and the defense just stout the rest of the game for the Pirates. You will see save after save from McLaren here. However, the Hannibal Pirate offense could mount just one really legitimate shot tonight, couldn't convert, and Moberly ends the Pirate season. Final count in this game, 1-0. Great season for the Pirates, but it has come to an end tonight thanks to that loss to Moberly. We've got Super Saturday of playoff volleyball and football pigskins coming your way. 4 second-round IHSA football pairings are on the horizon, including one head-to-head meeting of local combatants as Macomb hosts one of the feel-good stories of the season.
Yeah, we've done whatever it takes to win. We've had a few games this year that came down to the last play of the game, and like I said, these kids are really resilient.
Make no mistake about it, Beardstown's defense will be put to its most stringent test of the season on Saturday against Macomb.
We've been pretty good at stopping the run this year, but I think this is a different animal. These guys have some tremendous athletes in their backfield. We don't really see the likes of that during our regular season, but, I think we have a pretty good game plan. I know our kids are going to go out there and try their hardest.
We've been watching film, and we know that they have that great running back, and they have a good fullback too, and we've just been working on defense all week and containing and breaking down, and we all have to do our jobs.
Getting to the third round playoffs would be huge for this, this program, this community. It's been like since '78 since I've been to the quarterfinal round, and I can feel it. We just had a big pep assembly inside there, and the community's getting behind us, and our kids just want to move to the next level.
Yeah, I feel confident. We're due for our best game of the year. We still haven't had it yet. What we're capable of, and I'm really excited to see what we can do this week.
Well, over by the Indiana border, the Brown County Hornets will attempt to reassert WIVC conference supremacy against Toledo Cumberland, the team that knocked out West Central last weekend.
Cumberland's defense is very impressive, very physical, flight of the ball, very good at getting their gang tackles in, and, offensively, quarterback's really talented. He can run the football, he's a very good passer, and, just makes things difficult on the defense.
You guys did a nice job last week balancing things up. I thought pretty darn impressive offensive game plan. You happy with the execution?
Yeah, from beginning of the season, we told the kids we just want to keep getting better each week, keep working on adding different weapons, and the last couple of weeks we really felt that the running game has done a great job, but we've been able to see those guys making big plays in the passing game, and our kids are just being teammates and unselfish and not worried about who gets the carries or who makes the catches. They just want to get the W.
You kind of to the point where you're starting to feel like maybe you're playing your best football at the right time?
We think we are playing our best football right now, and and that was the goal with this group of kids. With so many guys moving spots and getting some new guys in there that hadn't played before, we wanted to make sure we were playing well at the end of the season, and we think we've accomplished that.
I know you're not looking ahead, but there's powerful incentive to play well this week, isn't there?
Yeah, we definitely want to get a win, knowing that we'll be home next week, and knowing that Triopia, it would be a chance. It would be a great game and a great matchup, but we definitely want to make sure we take care of our part of the business.
Well, in Class 3A, Camp Point Central begins its 2-week gauntlet run against the who's who of potential All-State quarterbacks. Tomorrow's mission, stop Nick Rossetti.
They're a great program in the things that they do, and they try to spread you out and run the football. They're pretty balanced, though. I mean, he's definitely the focus, but they also have two very good running backs that rush collectively for 1,000 yards, and of course he's thrown for 1,200 and also ran for 900. So they've got a lot of weapons, and they, like I said, they spread you out and they try to run the football probably more than they throw it.
A meeting of unbeatens will take place Saturday at Camp Point when Williamsville comes to town. Touted much of the year, though, as one of the best teams in the Tri-States, the Panthers are still prepared to play as they have all year long, with a target on their back.
Our kids are a group that never gets too high or too low. They, whether we're winning big or we get down, and we've been down in probably 4 or 5 of our games early. It's just we were down on Saturday against Athens, and our kids just continue to kind of keep that even keel and level-headedness, and that's probably, it says a lot about our guys. And we get those big wins against Illini West or Mendota or Orion, they come right back to work the next week, and they're ready to figure out who the next opponent is. So.
Well, meanwhile, not all is football. The Unity Lady Mustangs are on a high after last night's volleyball sectional championship. Joe Morano shows us how they look to continue their season, 1 win away from the state tournament.
After making school history on Thursday with its first sectional title since 1986, the Lady Mustangs are off and running to super sectional play.
It was very relieving. We went out and we knew that at the beginning of both games, the score was 0-0, and we had to keep pushing to get a lead.
And it's provided brief relief for a program that has had this goal a long time coming.
I think we've always had talent. I think sometimes it's just, you need a break here or there. And, we had a couple of those points last night where we just kind of worked control.
Despite an incredibly difficult Springfield Lutheran team ahead, there won't be any wavering for this crew.
They're going to get hits and they're going to score, so we have to focus on keeping our heads up and keep playing to our level. Yeah, we've been working on that. At the beginning of the year, we really kind of got down on ourselves every now and then, but we've been working on through the middle of the season and keeping our heads up and making sure that we play to the best of our ability.
When we play against a team that we've seen before and we've heard about, we kind of psych ourselves out before the game. So playing against a team, we know they're good, but we don't know anything about them. So we're just going to go in there and play our game, and hopefully that's good enough.
Everyone at this stage of the ball game is good, so you're just going to have to come out, and whoever can control their nerves the best, I think, is going to come out at the end of the ball game with a victory.
Joe Morano, KHQA Sports, Mendon.
And finally tonight, the Harlem Wizards making an appearance in Liberty against the Liberty All-Stars. This, my friends, is Rashawn Rocket Barner on the alley-oop for the finish. Joe Morano playing on the Liberty All-Star team. So too, Brad Nyson. He could be a Harlem Wizard. Look at the up and under. Oh, the man has skills. More to come right here. Rocket with the throwdown here for the Harlem Wizards. A fun time had by all tonight over in Liberty. And Joe Morano said he had a long three-pointer. Thinks everybody in Liberty now thinks he can play a little basketball. So there you have it. Huge overtime show coming up tomorrow at 10:30 or thereabouts, immediately following the big showdown between LSU and Alabama. We'll see you right here for highlights of everything.